Hello and welcome to Crazy Book Slayer. This is my June TBR read and I have a lot of books and I don't think I'll get through them all, but I really want to. So let's go. I think we should start with my ebooks because I have a few ebooks that I want to read, and because I don't have anything to show I just have to go to them. Snappy. The first book that I'm going to read is The Witches of New York by Amy McKay. Don't really know what it is. I know it's somewhat historical, about witches in New York. Have no idea. Sounds good. Saw it at a bookshelf and thought, this is a lovely book. Such a nice cover. Very big. So instead of getting the big, pretty nice book, I got it on my Kindle. Whoops. I am also reading The Hate You Give this month by Angie Thomas. Angie Thomas. I got great reviews and I'm really excited about reading it. I've started it and I'm on page 10 and I was spoiled yesterday about what's going to happen. So I'm going to read it fast now. And let's go to my physical books. First we have Terms and Conditions by Jacinda Martin Graham. I keep forgetting the name. I just can't remember that name. Jacinda Martin Graham. It's about girls' boarding schools in Britain from basically the 1930s and 1970s, where she's been talking to a lot of girls who went to these boarding schools, and each chapter is about a different aspect about the school. So we start like choosing a suitable school, how the parents chose them with no care whatsoever apparently. It's about the teachers, about the food, about how the school buildings was, how the food was, like how the etiquette amongst all the students were, and I started reading it. It's really funny and I just fell in love with the book itself. It looks like an old classic and I already managed to spill coffee on it, so yeah. Then I'm going to read Red Queen by Christina Henry. This is the follow-up by Alice, which is a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, but it's horror slash, not like horror slash, it's like horror slash dystopian. And in this book we follow immediately after the Mad Hatter and Alice and the last book. Really excited about that. The first one was gruesome and I really loved it, and it turns out I love horror books with a lot of yicky stuff. Who knew? I like it. The next book is Truth or Dare by Non Pratt, which I got in my Illumicrate box. I also got another book I'm reading this month, The Waking Land, in there. I don't know anything about this, but I do know it's about internet fame, YouTubers, I don't really know. But it has two sides, so there's like an alternative story to it, and I think that's really cool. That is actually something I was planning on doing with my master thesis, major project. I'm making a book. So I find it really funny that I was talking about this and trying to find books that did this, and suddenly here it is, just dropped into my lap. But also they gave us The Waking Land. It's an advanced reader's copy. And it says that if you like Naomi Novik, you'll like this. And I do. Magic, romance and resolution. So what sort of drew me in with this was the beginning of the blurb. It's been 14 years since King Antoine took Elena hostage. 14 years since her father's rebellion failed. 14 years spent being raised by the man who condemned her people to misery. And I was like, that sounds pretty cool. I think I like that. So I'm going to read this as well. Two Owls at Eton. It's by Jonathan Franklin. It was first published in the 60s and I bought it just because of the cover. Look at this gorgeous cover. Isn't that the cutest? And on the back you have like the little owls. How good is that? It's a true story. It's literally about a summer where he got two owls, fed them, bred them, and apparently took them to Eden. I spilled coffee on this as well. How did I do that? And then we have the last book, which I started the other day, and that is The Power by Naomi Alderman. This is a dystopian book. It's been quite popular now because it's nominated for the Bailey's Women Prize for Fiction, and it's been compared to The Handmaid's Tale and Hunger Games because of the dystopian gender politics as well, which is a lot in there. It literally, what happens is that one day suddenly young girls find out that they have, I like to call it mutant power, zip, they can electrocute people, and patriarchy no more. Have you read any of these? Please let me know if you like them. Don't spoil them for me, that would be sad. Please like and share and subscribe and do all that jazz, and talk to me down below, and I'll see ya later. Toodaloo.